Good morning, everybody, and welcome again to the Aliaxis group at Vertnommen 2022. I'm Gianmarco Robles, International Sales Manager responsible for the brands Fit and Store, and I'm here with my colleague Dario.
Hi, everybody. My name is Dario D'Enrico, and I'm Product Manager EMEA for valves in Aliaxis group. Please, Gianmarco.
Thanks a lot. Today we are going to present you new case studies, starting from the one referred to the Belgian market. In this case, we are not referring to a specific project, to a specific case study, but more to a market segment where we are really active and successful on the Belgian market, which is the materials recycling process. We all know that nowadays material shortage, pollution is a critical problem for the environment and for the mankind. And so we have to find new way of recycling and reusing materials, since without this, life on Earth is not bearable. Nature is teaching us how to do it with biochemical processes, but mankind has to find as well ways to recycle materials in order to reuse them and to reduce the consumption of the cells. So that's why the industry acquired the knowledge in order to recycle and to invent new recycling processes. This way, we can reuse and get back raw materials which are fundamental for our future. Since as we are upgrading our lives year on year, we are likewise facing the increasing difficulties of disposals and material shortage, as mentioned. Thanks to the recycling technologies, we can reuse in a safe and eco-effective cycles the materials that have been disposed, protecting the human health, protecting the environment. Almost all waste can be treated and recycled. Just to give a couple of examples, end-of-life tires to exhausted batteries, car wrecks, and shredded residues. We are going to focus today on the partnership between Think Belgium and Aliaxis, in particular FIP, over the last years towards this specific market segment. Think in Belgium, in cooperation with Aliaxis, has been supplying various projects in the recycling plants. These kind of projects are requiring a high level of technical support already in the design phase. Aliaxis and Think are able to suggest and to guide the customers to the most suitable solution, putting on the table the expertise in the chemical resistance, mechanical performances, and customer-oriented approach, as usual. This way, the result of this approach is that the Belgian end users can focus just on offering the eco-efficient recycling and refining services without worrying too much about the pipeline system, since Think and Aliaxis are able to provide a professional technical support and consultancy. Just to give a couple of examples of recycling progress that we have been approaching over the last years, we can mention the end-of-life tires. The huge consumption of tires needs a way to collect and recover the same in the specific plants. This way, the rubbers are shredded through chemical and mechanical processes. The raw materials they are formed of can be reused, like rubber, the textile fibers, but also the metal that the steel rod they are made of. Tires are widely used, as we all know, so the huge consumption can lead to an efficient reuse of the raw materials, but also to the generation of power, since they can be also used to generate power. If we talk about another process of recycling that we've been approaching over the last years, we should mention for sure also the batteries recycling. In specialized treatment processes, these batteries are destroyed and recovered in order to reuse and to recover the metals they are formed of and the acids. at long last, the composite is refined in a hydrometallurgic cycle to independently recover the different metals. Such metals are then processed in battery-grade quality, permitting its distribution or their reuse to form new batteries, and so with endless recycling process. But let's talk a bit more about the partners of this project. The end users are the companies working in these market segments, which is the recovery field and the recycling field. The main partner of Aliaxis in this case is Think Belgium, a 50 years young company, which is active since 50 years on the field of the plastic piping systems, and from the beginning, partnershiping with FIP, particularly on the FIP valves, so on the Aliaxis brand FIP. What are the needs of this specific market segment? Of course, technical support for the solution selection. So in order to identify the best chemically resistant piping and material, taking in consideration abrasion, regulation, dosing features that are needed by the application, lightweight, which is always a benefit of the plastic piping systems. This way, Think and Aliaxis have been able to provide a full offering of piping system in PVCU, CPVC, PPH, PVDF, but also the full range of butterfly valves and ball valves, VKD and FK series, and the VKR, the regulating ball valve, manually and actuated version. This way, let me leave the stage to Dario that will give you more insight and on the key product under the spotlight, the VKR.
Thank you, Gianmarco. Okay, beside me, you can see the VKR valve. The VKR is a manual or actuated two-ways regulating ball valve, which is the ideal solution for the industrial application. The main benefits of this valve are, of course, that it's very fast to operate, first thing. But the most important thing is that the inner design of the ball permits to have the full linearity between the opening grade of the valve and the flow rate that passes through the valve. The graduated plate, which is on top of the valve, ranges between the opening of 5 to 90 degrees, and it permits to gather the desired flow rate also in a second time, so when we reopen again the system. Of course, the possibility to actuate this valve give the possibility, together with the linearity of the flow that I described to you, to have a perfect solution for the industrial application. This valve, the dimensions of this valve ranges between 10 and 50 millimeters in diameter. It's available in different material, PVCU, the body, PVCU, PPH, and PVDF. And of course, also the connections are very different. I mean, we have solvent welding, hot welding, threads, and also flanges. So that's more or less it. Thank you very much for your attention. And in case you have further requests or other details that you want to have, you can visit us at our booth in Achema, or you can write in our website. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Dario. Thanks, everybody. Come to visit us at Achema. Thank you.